Hi there, all you cool yokai and yo kittens. I'm the Mysterious JG, and I may or may not have had my ex-husband murdered, but I definitely was involved in a plot where somebody was hired to murder me. Now we're fighting the yokai because, that makes sense. It's Nioh 2, and we're doing our Nioh thing. Something's going on in here. Or possibly on the roof of here. Yeah. That's right, this game does... I guess I've got an Amrita sensor. Not as useful as the Kodama sensor for me, but... Then again, the Kodama sensor is completely useless once you've found all the Kodamas if you're just replaying a level for funsies. Let's see if I can do a little better against this guy than last time. So high waist guard. So high. What you gotta say, soul of some guy? Nothing, you just got a bunch of arrows, okay. And because I stopped to pick up a few arrows, I'm going to have to climb all the way back up. Whatever, game. And there's nothing over here, so let's continue into the Yokai Realm, or the Darkness Zone, or whatever the hell. There's like a Dark Realm and a Yokai Realm, and they're two separate things in this game. Because Yokai Realm existed in the first game. It's a little area of effect thing that monsters can create as they use their abilities. But Dark Realm is... And they're like temporary. And you can disperse them using key pulse. Damn it. I made that far more difficult than it should have been. See, that's a Yokai Realm. And I can disperse it by doing a key pulse. But the Dark Realm is only disperse if you find whatever specific for that stage in the game Big Bad is creating it. I see. So rice paper. Well, I didn't even notice that's what it was. That's interesting. So the Gaki have a really low drop rate for their soul cores. And I haven't really discovered if it makes a difference what type of monster soul core it is, because they all have different, like, kind of random attributes. But you can only combine them and level them up if it's the same type of monster soul. You don't get to play God by collecting souls of things. I guess you are playing God, but you don't get to combine the souls of unrelated monsters. Oh, interesting. Well, you are probably... I don't know that we've seen one of you before, but you are probably the big bad of this zone. Let's go ahead and put water on our Woppet. Oh, cool. I was hoping he would hang around long enough to get poisoned. Dumbass. Alright. It's an apparent soldier. A new type of Stone Cold. New type of Stone Cold is a... reference to a video game that I have not LP'd, so never mind. We've got some ninja locks. Latest weapons out of Owari. Oh, we got our first rifle of the game, so I need to start using these because there's titles to be earned. And we got a summoner's candle. So pretty my reliance on ranged attacks and ninja stuff made that pretty simple to deal with. Oh, never mind. Here's another one. So watch me immediately prove that I can't handle these guys as well as I just said I could. Because I kind of went all out and used all of the stuff on them, right? That guy was using a different Whoppet. I didn't really notice what the main one, the first one I fought was using. That guy was just using a short sword, so it's fairly simple to deal with him. Seem to have missed, oh, it's on the other side of this wall. I was convinced there was going to be an enemy hiding behind the corner there. Brawler's Greaves. That looks like progress, so let's go the other way first. When I grip this travel amulet, you mean? Okay. Alright, so progress is this way. I'm also, because it's a thing you can do to earn a title, which will give you points for various long-term bonuses, but I'm trying to find a battle that we can win without fighting any enemies who just run past everything. We need to find a main story mission that's like that, because the first two missions both involve getting a key to get past the locked door, which would be... I guess technically you don't have to fight but there's like an enemy's parked right on top of the key that you need. It's a bit of a pain in the butt to progress without it. 2 soul cores for purified. Getting pretty close to leveling up, too. And again, no decision process needs to be gone through for that. I'm just... Yoshitatsu? It is Yoshitatsu! I wonder if the wrestler I'm thinking of is... like, I didn't realize it, but they were named after the historical figure Yoshitatsu. Remember, he had, like, goofy, zany music, like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, like some kind of video game type of music. For some reason, I'm just convinced there's going to be an enemy ambush at this zone. Might see a little soul like that, just kind of at the end of a... It would be nice to sneak up on you if I could. So it seems like the first one you fight gives you a soul core maybe automatically, and now they're just got like a drop rate which is not 100%. Because we've fought several of these things, and it doesn't seem like we're... I see. Guy was like hiding. So come on, buddy. I'm here to hug you. Huggles. Oh, damn it. Really made that look more difficult than it should have been. I thought you were dead. Is there like... Are you like a third one that was hanging around? And I guess it was the first one he just got. I thought he was dead. I guess he was just out of key. Oh, Righteous Jasper times 3. I haven't really worked out exactly how to get benefit out of those. Like, you can drop them, and it means that people in... like, we've seen the Benevolent Graves, where you can get somebody to fight on your side temporarily. And you get rewards for leaving those for other people to use. But, like, I dropped one some time ago and didn't seem to have done anything. Well, here's a snake woman. to say she is probably a yokai and not a friend. Alright, well, it's somebody waiting to ambush us as soon as we approach. Yeah, I was wondering if we were going to be able to actually get close enough to her to do a proper ambush. I'm going to assume that she doesn't give a crap about poison either. Glowing lock of wet hair. Okay. Well, we did get a ninja lock, so let's take a look. It's in a book reading rainbow. So we got a ninja lock. That'll give us another ninja skill point. No point in not using it. Daionjin Sake. Curing and temporarily preventing bad elemental statuses. Okay. Clay Bell of Reckoning summons Scampusisai. Got a little bit more experience of them off screen, and like trying to time it so that they're with me when I'm doing battles against tough enemies. It's really not that useful. Greatly increase your anima. Alright, well, glowing lock of wet hair probably turns out to be a how did I get knocked off of the list of new items? Because I hovered over it, I suppose. I'm guessing it's a smithing material, yeah. Alright, so I haven't done that much with smithing. Did a bit off screen in Nioh 1. Alright, lady, you can stop singing now. It's getting on my nerves a bit. Am I to be mere prey for some fiend? Yep, that seems like that's kind of what happened to you. Sorry. Well, there's a snake lady somewhere around here. Is this where I came from? No, it is not. I don't know that I get to do that using hatchets, or maybe I do. I haven't fought with hatchets that much. Seems like it's kind of similar to Kusarigama, like quick, not individually that devastating attacks. I'm sure I'll give it a spin eventually. There's at least some reward for trying the different weapons, particularly if I want to do a... I did about a 99% completionist showing of the original Nioh. There's a couple of side missions at the end. I just decided, you know what, I'm not having fun anymore. I'm going to stop, and didn't win. But I showed off everything, including all of the missions you can only get by fighting a master of each weapon by getting proficiency in each weapon. So we seem to be well and truly done with the building part of the Viper's Sanctum. I guess there's multiple levels around here because I'm I don't think it's just part of the background music, but I do keep hearing the snake ladies going, which means there's one around here somewhere that I... Oh, there's a Kodama. I didn't even see you on the Kodama radar. I wasn't paying attention to the Kodama radar. I need to be doing that. You did leave, didn't you? Yeah, okay. I'm still not that good at fighting these guys, and I need to get good at it because they were introduced as like a dangerous bad guy way earlier in the game. I have to expect they're just going to start showing up as that guy is. It's just a regular old dude who's going to respawn, and you need to be able to defeat them without making a federal case out of it. Okay, the main thing is to lure him into coming after me. Ow. Okay, wasted a bunch of anima, or whatever it's called, but by using my demon dodge, the demon dizzy, improperly, but still worked out okay. Oh, I've changed up my my shortcut menu slightly too. I got rid of the fire bombs, which I weren't using that often anyway. I basically did it while grinding against that second boss, who's immune to fire damage anyway. Yeah, see, that's not too bad. He's basically just a slightly hopped up regular human enemy. Oh, what am I doing? I finally got a matchlock rifle. I should be using it. Or at least have it equipped so it's slowly leveling up. Ooh, Wisteria longbow. Fancy. Doesn't seem to be a reason in my mind to have 2 rifles leveled up. So I'll pick the better of the 2 that I've got and gradually level it up. Bearing in mind that I can't really assume that I'm going to be able to find ammo for it as easily as I can find arrows. It would make sense if I could find ammo for it as easily as I can find arrows. It's supposed to be at this point in history... Ooh, a little thong going on. I suppose now I do need at some point to on-screen play... because you can change your character model, including gender, between missions. The game really doesn't care. So I guess I need to be a female at some point so we can have, like, you know, hot, sexy times at the hot springs. It's not really a game about hot, sexy times, though. This is going to miss, isn't it? Oh, no, it actually hit. The game is sometimes a little weird about letting your ranged Kusarigama attacks hit properly, depending on the height, I want to say, how high up the enemy is in relation to you. Not how tall the enemy is, just where they're... You know what I'm saying. I feel like we missed some stuff back in those green section of caves. There was definitely some spirits that we couldn't reach, but I kept hoping that the path was going to turn back and lead us to stuff that we couldn't reach before. Damn it, I managed to alert them both. He countered my Kusarigama attack perfectly. It was just far enough away not to get hit with the first, but he just, like, poked me. there's no lore reason, but I love the way the game... hold on. I'm about to sneeze. Sorry. It spaces out like human enemies. So human enemies are in little clusters together, and then yokai are in clusters together. And it's like, how did these humans get here without coming across these yokai? And why aren't they freaking out? And I guess the answer is, we've got yokai hunters. Like, this is a world in which it's known that there are, like, demons hanging around. This is not that big of a thing, apparently. So as we continue to slowly creep... Let me guess, you gotta open it from the other side. Oh no, actually, I'm wrong. This is probably taking us back to the very first... not the very first. It's probably taking us to the... Yeah, there we go. Alright, well that being said, let's actually go through here, because I feel like I missed some stuff in this opening stretch. Well, we crossed that bridge. Maybe that's what it was. Somewhere there's going to be a little corpse with Amrita hanging off of a little ledge. No, this represents progress. There's definitely something we missed. And I say we, because we're in this together. You and me, gentle viewer. Alright. Oh, you know what? There's probably, I gotta be looking at the walls. There's probably one of those stretches of walls with the eyeballs. There's a name for those guys. I forget what it is. And I need to consider whether... If those guys drop soul cores, I need to consider whether I should stop actually getting them to bow and respectfully let me pass, and if I need to start fighting them. Although the little Majuna, whatever they're called, guys, the ones who do a gesture, they appear as you and do a little gesture, and if you don't do the same gesture back, they attack you. Those guys will drop a soul core sometimes when you do the correct gesture. So it is considered a victory, I suppose. Oh, that's right. This doesn't actually go all the way to the end. So we definitely didn't do this before. This might be the path to what we missed previously. Or it could be a trap. Oh, never mind. I can't go this way. I have to drop off this way. Well, hopefully they had the decency to set it up so that you don't take fatal damage. I'm not sure that they had the decency to set it up so that you don't take fatal damage. Yeah, it really looks like I'm going to fall to my death here. I don't see a nice way out. Okay. Well, that sucked, but, We've actually got a little, like, bear snake lady breast death pose there. Okay, so this... I figured the game wouldn't just screw us outright, but it seems like the game screwed us outright, because we can't really get back to... Oh, although it looks like this is the end of the level. We sure as hell didn't catch all the Kadama. Gotta catch 'em all, the Kadama. Interesting. Alright, lady. Okay, that was kind of close. I always feel pretty lucky if I get to a point where I need an elixir in the middle of a battle and I'm able to get it consumed without the enemy killing me while I'm trying to consume it. We've got a little doghouse shrine here. Yeah, believe me, I've tried praying to lots of different gods. It never occurred to me that that might be pissing off any one true god that may be out there, but figured I'd try to cover all the bases, you know? Hey there, Scamps. So I'm guessing this might be the end of the level. Typically there's like... No, there's usually 3 shrines. This might be like some kind of midway point. But I think what I'm going to do is call it a video, and when we come back next time, we will see what there is to see. Like... Put on some buffs, grab that Scampus, open that door. Be a bit of an anticlimax if it says this door must be open for the other side, but there's either going to be a boss or some kind of mid-boss in there, I'm thinking. And we'll find out next time. See you then.